And also number one, Shane Rivers. Substitution for the Lady Eagles, number 5, travel to number 9, Aggie Pemberton. Once again, serving jersey number 45, Macy Carlson.
Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Greene County Tech High School, beautiful Paragould, Arkansas, down in the Flatlands. Time for some Lady Bomber volleyball here in about 7.5 minutes. They're finishing warming up here. Lady Bombers off to a hot start. They start off 2-0 on the season as they have straight set victories over Paragould and Harrison to start the year. Both of those games were at home. Their first road test of the year out in the new 5A East that they are in. Quick rundown there, in case you hadn't been paying attention, Lady Bombers do have a new conference as they are now in the East as opposed to the West that they've been in for the last 2 cycles, 4 years total. So that's a conference that includes West Memphis, Batesville, Marion, Nettleton, Valley View, which is in Jonesboro, Paragould, Searcy, and us. Little Russ Rawls walking by. About ready to go here. A couple recap from tonight. The 7th grade team, they played in the gym behind us here as that was a 1-1 draw. They couldn't, guess they just couldn't fit in a third set, I guess. The junior high JV game, they lost 2-0. The junior high varsity, this is a conference game for them, and this is the one that counts for their conference record. They went 2-1. They won in 3 sets. The first set was not pretty, I believe. It was 25-14, but then they bounced back and came out victorious. The junior varsity only played 1 set. They lost that one 25-17. And now we're here in the varsity match. This is the first of 2 matches that the Lady Bombers will have out east this week. Actually, they will welcome West Memphis to town on Thursday. Interesting scheduling note. The Lady Bombers junior high varsity team will play both West Memphis junior high teams before the JV and varsity matches begin. So that's an interesting quirk of the schedule for that one. And only those games will count. So when they go back to West Memphis in about a month, then they're just playing those games just toward their just overall record, but not their conference record. Tonight's game was for seeding in the junior high level. Another rundown, another note, when we're on the road, if we get everything set up and we get to the gym in time, we will show you the junior high varsity match. You can catch every match in the hangar on the Bomber Sports Network. There's no commentary on that, however. But every road match, you can tune in here to the Mountain Home Athletics app or mhbombersports.com and the Bomber Sports Network to catch this one tonight. Mountain Home in their road blues, their sleeveless jerseys. Actually, they're like, it's like a basketball uniform, but they all have shooting sleeves on, some of them at least. The hitters do not. Actually, at least a few of the hitters. Kayla May just not wearing theirs. Dalen Harper not wearing the shooting sleeves that come with those. But we're going to get things rolling here in about 4.5 minutes. They did the national anthem earlier, so I don't know if they're going to do that again. But nonetheless, we're going to get rolling here in roughly 4 minutes. The broadcasting notes, we will have Lady Bomber volleyball for you on Thursday on the Bomber Sports Network and mhbombersports.com and the Mountain Home Athletics app. There will be no commentary on that. We'll just have the huddle focus camera up for you. And then Friday's the big one as the Mountain Home Bomber football team looks to build on their 1-0 start as they will make the short 1-hour trip down the road, take on the Harrison Golden Goblins. Mountain Home will look to win back-to-back games against the Goblins for the first time in nearly 12 years. So we will take a short little break. We'll have the starting lineups for you and possibly the national anthem here in just a moment. This is Bomber Athletics on the Bomber Sports Network. Back here at Greene County Tech on the campus of Greene County Tech, here in Paragould, Arkansas. About 30 seconds away from this 5A East tilt. I'm Dylan Conley on behalf of the Mountain Home School District, bringing you tonight's action. Finishing warming up here. This is the second conference tilt for the Lady Bombers. Next three matches will be all in 5A East play as they will have West Memphis at home on Thursday and hit the road to Batesville on Tuesday. We're going to send down the public address announcer, David Birmingham, for tonight's starting lineup. So we'll be back in just a moment on the Bomber Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, our final contest on this senior contest, we welcome the Lady Bombers from Mountain Home. Their roster goes as number 2, Bella Collier. Number 3, Addison Marks. Number 4, Ava Jones. Number 5, Carly Brewer. Number 6, Corey Crockett. Number 7, Kara Jackson. Number 8, Megan Harper. Number 9, Addie Simmons. Number 10, Lauren Rawl. Number 12, Lorelai Greene. Number 13, Allie Lucas. Number 15, Ashton Fossitek. Number 16, Kellen Medley. Number 17, Deanna Hughes. Number 21, Anna McCarn. Number 22, Addison Perger. And number 26, Makai Majors. And now, your Lady Eagle roster. Number 3, sophomore, Kate Morgan. Number 12, sophomore, Emily Rose. Number 16, sophomore, Peyton Pillow. Number 2, junior, Ella Bacon. Number 5, junior, Ava Faye. Number 7, junior, Kimberly Greene. Number 8, junior, Emma Exel. Number 11, junior, Miley Harris. Number 20, junior, Abby Say. Number 21, junior, Bradley Reynolds. Number 22, junior, Avery Swindle. Number 1, senior, Eva Williams. Number 4, senior, Kaylee Bigg. Number 14, senior, Olivia McCarty. Number 24, senior, Weston Burnside. Number 30, senior, Brooklyn Fowler. And number 35, senior, Maya Butler.
Well, now that the entirety of both rosters have been read now by great public address announcer David Birmingham, we're ready to go here in Greene County Tech. Greene County Tech with a new volleyball head coach this year, Erica Clifton, first year at the helm. She's assisted by Ty Huggins and Mackenzie Becerra. Over on the Mountain Home side, Coach Jill Daves in her 8th season. We talked about that. If you go back and listen to the Bomber Buzz on YouTube on the Bomber Sports Network, and you can hear it every Friday night before kickoff of Bomber football at 6 p.m. We talked about how she's closing in on almost a decade here at Mountain Home. But we're ready to get things going here in Paragould. I believe Greene County Tech is going to serve first. It'll be Kaylee Biggs to serve. Mountain Home in their road blue uniforms, blue jerseys, blue arm sleeves, blue spandex, white shoes. Greene County Tech in black uniforms, the libero wearing gold numerals with a little bit of green trim in there, and the sleeves fade to green. As Biggs' serve goes to the back, fielded by Drury, pushed back by Jackson. Mart's going to go from the back row over on the third hit. Over to the near side, good block of the front row on Kinley Ring's hit. They come back to this side. Drury digs it out to Jackson, back to Crooker, who will hit it over. And that is a point from Westland Burnside. So it is 1-0 in favor of the Eagles of Greene County Tech. Will be the home team this evening. Serving away, Kaylee Biggs. March digs it out, comes to the middle. McCarn saves it. They go back to Crooker, and it ends up being, it is a kill for Mountain Home. It wasn't the prettiest, but now we're knotted up in one here in set number 1. We have a substitution. Olivia McLean will come in. She will enter to the front row, replacing Ava Bates. Kara Jackson to serve now. This one is away. Coming to the far side, dug out by Drury. They'll send it to Crooker on the near side, and this is a kill for Anderson Crooker. And it's 2-1. The Lady Bombers have their first lead of the night. After this first set, we will have the most recent Bomber update from Superintendent Miss Allison Dewey. I always love hearing from her, as this is to McCarn in the middle. This is hit way out of bounds, and we're tied at 2 once again. Now serving is Westland Burnside. As McCarn punches this one down just inside of the sideline. It's a kill for Mountain Home. Derek Yonkers tuned in back home, shot me a text. Let me know you're watching. Put it in the comments. Please keep the comments nice. Otherwise, we'll turn off that feature. Mainly a big feature we have for our Bomber football games. So Brad and Tobias can interact with those of you at home. Rawls has this one away. She's serving. 3-2 Mountain Home, as this is out past the outstretched arm of Addison Martz, and we're tied at 3. Coming in for Greene County Tech to serve will be Eva Williams. Greene County Tech with 6 seniors, 8 juniors, and 3 sophomores. They come back to this side to Dalen Harper, just out of bounds. It is 4-3, Greene County Tech. There have already been 3 lead changes in just this set alone. Glad you're here with us on the Bomber Sports Network or on the Mountain Home Athletics app or mhbombersports.com, wherever you may be watching. May just sets it back for McCarn. It's dug out, brought back to the middle. They'll send it over on the third hit, and it goes inbounds between Jackson and Martz. And now Greene County Tech has a 2-point lead here in set number 1. In the lone victory tonight here for Mountain Home of any of their teams was the junior high varsity, who won in 3 sets. The 7th grade tied 1 set as this just grazes the net. They give it back to McCarn, lightly taps it over. It's a point for Mountain Home. So Anna McCarn will serve now. McCarn's serve is away. This goes to the middle of the back row. Comes back to the middle as a good hit by Brooklyn Boulder. Boulder with the kill. Now it's back to a 2-point lead. Back to serve Maya Butler. She will serve just in front of the basketball goal. Martz gives it back to, then back to Martz. They go to the far side, and that's a kill for Brooklyn Boulder. 7-4 our score now. It is a point for Greene County Tech, the line judge having to retrieve the ball from the bleachers on the near side. We're ready to roll again. Serves on the way. It's a little short. Goes to Jackson, back to Magus. Martz will hit it from the back row, and it's a kill for Addison Martz. And the lead is trimmed back down to 2. Kayla Magus to serve. This goes back to the middle as it's blocked in the front row, but it goes out of play just past Martz, and it's a point for Greene County Tech. 8-5 our score. I believe this will be Olivia McLean to serve now in front of the Rail Rumblers here at Greene County Tech. Had a viral video a couple years ago. They're introducing the volleyball team as that's served into the net. A viral video where the students are getting, they get high-fived by the volleyball players that were introduced. And the girl's running across that rail, and the rail collapses. So that was, I remember seeing that all over social media. That was about 6-7 years ago, but they have reinforced that railing now, I hope, as this is not able to be cleared by the net. And it is now a 1-point lead for Greene County Tech. Back-to-back points for Mountain Home. Carly Drury will serve now. Drury's serve is away. Goes to the libero of Greene County Tech. They set it back to the middle. Bowler as Jackson digs it out, and they're going to call a lift violation. And it's a point for the Eagles. Kinley Ring comes back in for the Eagles. Serves away right into the net. Third service error for the Eagles, and it's back to a 1-point game. Addison Martz now serving. It is McCarn, Jackson, and Crooker up front with Drury, Magus, and Martz in the back. Martz in the middle, Michaela Magus out to the right side, Drury on the left. This is punched over by Magus as it's a line violation, as that was Avery Swindle that slid across the half-court stripe under the net. That is a net violation. As we have a stoppage of play, for some reason they want to switch out the balls. Interesting tactic. This serves away. I mentioned that in a moment. 9-9 our score. As this is set back to Crooker, it's a kill for Aniston Crooker, and Mountain Home has the lead once again. So one thing you'll notice that they're using a volleyball that is just one solid color. So one thing that you can get away with, not saying that they are here, but a lot of officials, if it's like a volleyball we have at home, it's dual colored, if it's blue and white or green and white or what have you. As this is knocked out of play, we're back at 10. If it's one solid color like it is white along with the seams on it, it's hard to tell if there's a double contact on the volleyball. So that was a tactic by a few teams out west they would use. So a lot of times officials will go based off the spin of the ball if there's a double contact. It's hard to see if it's a solid color. Jackson will set up Crooker on the near side. Came up short, but it was still in play. From the back row, good block up front by Crooker and McCarn. McCarn blocks it again, and it goes out of play. Mountain Home regains the lead. Good contingent of Mountain Home parents here tonight. See them on the right side of your screen. Over to our left, we have the Drury clan over here. Jason Morris is here. It's the important person here. Kurt Drury's walking by. He's going to get a snack, as that's a point for Mountain Home. And it's a timeout for Greene County Tech. So he's good luck. He might have to go get more snacks. It's 12-10 in favor of Mountain Home. Glad you're here with us here in Paragould. Other games in action tonight out east. All these are conference games. West Memphis is at Batesville tonight. Marion is at Nettleton, just down the road from here, and Paragould is entertaining Valley View. Sounds like in that first set, Marion came up victorious over Nettleton 25-6. Searcy is the lone team not in conference play. With 9 teams, you're going to have a team that is off every single night in the conference. They are at Harding Academy, so a nice little crosstown matchup there. Glad you're here with us. I'm Dylan Conley. Glad I could be in your living room currently, or on your cellular device, or wherever you may be watching. Twelve to 10 our score out of the timeout. Greene County Tech will have 1 remaining here in the first set. As Kara Jackson will serve, as Lorelei Greene just ran by. She needed a hair tie for somebody. As this is punched back to the far side. Jackson will set up Mages behind her. Goes right to the libero. This is bounce back. Martz will send it to Crooker, who has to send it over on 3. They get it to Brooklyn Boulder. That's their favorite target so far, as McCarn punches this one back. They set up Boulder again, and this will be a point for Greene County Tech. So the Mountain home run is stopped, and the ball will go back to Greene County Tech. Very nice facility that they have here at Greene County Tech. Athletic Director Aaron Thornton, real hospitable. Anything we needed, he hooked us up. As this one will remain in play, they return it on 3. Jackson will send it to the near side. This is Crooker, and Crooker gets the kill, and it's a point for Mountain Home, so the lead is back to 2. Lauren Rawls will come in to serve now. Dalen Harper also comes in. It will be McCarn, Mages, and Harper up front. Jackson, Martz, and Lauren Rawls in the back row for Mountain Home. As this serve is short, but it goes to the right side of the front row. It is dug out by Bates. Returned by Mountain Home. Harper mistimed her jump but had to recover. Was able to send it over on the 3rd hit. This is dug out by Dalen. Over back to Mages. Strong hit, but it was blocked up front by Boulder and Butler. Comes back to the near side as this is dug out by March. Jackson has to go in pursuit. Now they just have to get it over any way they can, and they do. Goes back this way, punched by Butler. Rawls sets it up for Dalen. Dalen Harper knocks it across. Dug out, blocked by McCarn to the front row, dug out by Greene County Tech. Good rally going on here. Jackson sets it up for Dalen Harper as this is hit out of play, and it's a point for the Eagles of Greene County Tech. Eva Williams will return to the game. Mages will send this one over. Looked like it could have went over the antenna, but it was awful close. As this is hit right over toward this direction, and we're knotted up at 13 here in Paragould. This will not be the only foray into Paragould this season for the Lady Bombers. They will go to Paragould in a couple of weeks. Mages sets it up for Harper on the near side, and a big, strong hit by Dalen Harper as this ball sails into the bleachers, and Mountain Home regains the lead. Anna McCarn will serve now. As I would say, just if you take out the students here, it's a very 50-50 crowd between Mountain Home and Tech fans. As this is another point for Mountain Home, it's 15-13. That's one thing we pride ourselves on. A lot of schools we see or they'll talk to will just be amazed, like, man, you guys travel really well. I mean, well, this is now one of our shorter road trips compared to us being in the West. As this is hit, it didn't clear the net, so it's 4 hits, and now Mountain Home has their biggest lead of the game of 3, 16-13 in set number 1. They do play best of 5. McCarn will serve. He's 6'4" outside hitter. It's a good serve. It's going to be an ace for Anna McCarn. 17-13 now. Anna McCarn, one of the 4 seniors for the Lady Bombers, joining Michaela Magis, Carly Drury, and Addison Martz. It's served by McCarn. This goes to the back right corner. This is dug out by Burnside. It's pushed ahead by Boulder. Never cleared the net. It's a 4 hits, excuse me. And it is 18-13, and timeout Greene County Tech. They will use their final timeout here in the first set. Lady Bombers with a quick run. It was tied 13-13. Now it's 18-13. Here on the Bomber Sports Network. Next broadcast we'll have for you. We'll be on the road, or we'll be at home, back home in the hangar on Thursday. If you're a student listening, go to the Boom Squad Instagram. They have a poll going to decide what the theme should be. I believe it's between Frat Night and Adam Sandler Night. The brain trust of the Boom Squad, Lakin Moore, Ryder McLean, Lauren Rawls, Aiden Schrabel, and Anna McCarn handling that one. They've done a good job so far. We've had good student involvement so far as Kurt Drury's getting another snack. He's going by.
Concession stand, baby.
Hey, they got, we're.
Nachos.
Yeah, he's got to get his barbecue nachos. With the, this is one thing that is really interesting here. They have crumble cookies and Chick-fil-A available here at the concession stand here. So they got anything you could want here at Greene County Tech. McCarn's serve is away. It's dug out by the libero of Greene County Tech. Now I'm getting hungry. McCarn digs this one out as Jackson gives it back to Rawls, who just has to hit it over her head to get it over. As this is out of play, it was punched home by Maya Butler, but it was out of play. It hit the H in Tech on the sideline, or excuse me, the baseline. It is 19-13 now. This one's away, and this will be another ace for Anna McCarn. We'll mention this again. Last year I talked about it a bunch. Now I haven't checked the data to see if it's any different, but over the last 5 years at the college level, the first team to 20 in a set in volleyball ended up winning the set over 85% of the time. So that's good news for the Lady Bombers, as this is a point for Greene County Tech. So we'll see if we add to that 85% or take away from it. Maya Butler is back to serve. It is Butler, Boulder, Burnside, Biggs, Bates. There's 5 Bs on the floor alongside, there's the other one out there, Olivia McLean. So there's 5 Bs and a McLean out there for Greene County Tech. It is Allie Lucas, Dalen Harper, Michaela Magis up front as this is served into the net, along with Lauren Rawls, Addison Martz, and Kara Jackson. Mountain Home up 21-15 here in set number 1. Glad you're here with us this evening on the Bomber Sports Network. Magis' serve goes to the back row. It's dug out. Now punch back. Dug out by Boulder. Good hard hit from Boulder. Dug out by Martz. They will set up Boulder on the far side. Magis has it. They will go back to Jackson behind Magis' head. Punch back by Boulder. Not a whole lot on that. Rawls digs this one out. What hustle by her, and Harper had to send it over, but she didn't get it there. Came up just short. Good hustle by Lauren Rawls. And it is 21-16 in favor of the visitors this evening. This is Olivia McLean serving for the Lady Eagles. Mountain Home's lead was as much as 6 in this first set. They set it up for Harper. Hard hit from Harper, and it goes to the far corner, and it's a kill and a point for Mountain Home. inching closer and closer to that 25-point mark. Aniston Crooker is back into the game now. Carly Drury will serve. Drury's serve is away. Couldn't tell the spin on it because it's solid colored balls. This one's just punched over by Boulder. They set it back up for Crooker, right to the back row, the middle of the back row. That was Stevenson that dug it out. As this is hit out of play, another point for Mountain Home. Drury will serve once again. Drury's serve goes to the right side of the back row. They will set it up again. Good block up front. Mages will set this up to Jackson, over to Crooker. Lightly hit over the net. This is back to Boulder, dug out by Martz to Jackson. They'll set up Lucas, who goes to the right side. Back over. They'll set up Crooker now. Crooker returns it to Tech. Boulder will keep it just inside the end line. It's another point for the Lady Eagles. Well, Greene County Tech just hanging around here in this first set. Brooklyn Boulder will serve now. Boulder's serve is away. Mages to Jackson. They'll set up Allie Lucas, and it's a kill for Mountain Home, and it's set point. Again, we will have the most recent Bomber update at the conclusion of this set. Miss Allison Dewey. Addison Martz sends it over. Good serve by her as this is right into the net. That's 4 hits, and that's a set number 1 victory for the Lady Bombers. They lead 1-0. We will take a short little break. Here is the most recent Bomber update from the Mountain Home School District.
Happy Friday, Bombers. Today I'm honored to have 2 longtime Mountain Home educators and friends joining us on our weekly update. Mr. Dale Leonard and Mr. Philip Goodwin are not only well-loved faculty members, but they're also Marine veterans. You may remember that tonight at our varsity football game, we will be honoring veterans, active duty military personnel, and first responders. Those being honored will have a meal before the game and then be recognized publicly during the game. Our military and first responders deserve this honor tonight and so much more. We are grateful as a district to have a number of these public servants serving as teachers, administrators, coaches, and classified personnel working with us. Mr. Goodwin, you are a high school assistant principal now. Tell us a little bit more about your military experience before becoming an educator and something you learned in the military that has helped you as an educator.
I joined the Marine Corps out of high school. I was in the Marines from 1999 until 2005. I was deployed to Iraq in 2003 in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom, and I left in 2005 as a sergeant. And some things I've learned that I use every day are just self-discipline, time management, and routine. I thrive on routine.
Coach Leonard, please tell us a little bit about your journey as a Marine and how it led to your career as an educator.
Well, I was in the Marine Corps from 1991 to 2001, and being a Marine is one of the things in my life that I'm most proud of, and also being an educator is one of the things in my life that I'm most proud of. And even though in the Marine Corps you're making the ultimate sacrifice, there's a lot of educators that I've worked with that I feel like serve that same role and remind me of what we learned in the Marine Corps, which they're protectors, they're the most selfless people I know, they're courageous, they're loyal, they build tradition, and they build successful teams, and they do that through lifelong relationships. They're honorable, they're respected, they're brave, they're legendary, they're leaders of hope, and they are heroes.
Gentlemen, thank you for your service. Thank you for your service to our great country and to our students in our district and to our community. Your life's work has been focused on supporting others and protecting opportunities through your sacrifice. This work does not go unnoticed, and I hope that you enjoy the evening and feel the pride that we all have for you at our game tonight. As a reminder, kickoff for tonight's game will
Back here in Paragould, ready to get set number 2 underway. Let's disregard the talk about the football game that is happening. That's already happened. Glad you're here with us on the Bomber Sports Network. The Lady Bombers are off to a quick start. It is 1-0. As this one is hit out of bounds. Kara Jackson will serve. Had a whole lot of Jacksons in attendance the other night at the hangar. I believe every member of the Jackson family was there. Crooker punches this one just over the net. It goes close to the bench of Tech, and it's hit back over on the third hit, but it's hit softly. Crooker gives it back to Jackson. They'll give it back to Crooker as it's hard hit. Good block in the front row to deflect it. Good block by Mountain Home, but this one is blocked out of play, and it's 1-1. Ava Bates is back in for Greene County Tech. And Westland Burnside also returns to the game. Martz has it to Jackson, who will launch it over on the second hit. 1-1 our score here in set number 2, as this is punched over by Aniston Crooker. And Mountain Home has the lead once again. Dalen Harper and Lauren Rawls will come into the game. Harper will enter the front row, replacing Aniston Crooker. Carly Drury will get replaced by Lauren Rawls, and Rawls will serve now. Rawls' serve is away. It's come back to the near side as it is blocked, but it goes straight down on Mountain Home's side of the net, and it is a point for the Lady Eagles. Eva Williams will serve now. Mages back to Harper. Dug out of the back row by Tech. They give it to Jackson. Jackson to Mages. Comes back this way to Harper. Dug out by the Lady Eagles. They'll go to the far side. Good job by Rawls to dig that one out. They try it again. They go back to the well once more to Boulder, as this is sent back to Martz, but Martz isn't able to keep it in play. And it is a lead here in set number 2 for the Lady Eagles. That's another point for Greene County Tech. Brett Coleman's tuned in. Thinks he is noticing we have a innate ability to keep the ball in play. Our back row is very fast. That helps a lot in the game of volleyball because they can cover more ground and keep more balls in play. As we have a line violation called. They're going to say it was on Anna McCarn. She had a foot on the line, and this is the biggest lead in any set so far for the Lady Eagles, as Eva Williams will serve now. Williams' serve is away. It's a short serve, just past the 10-foot line. Back to McCarn. McCarn punches this one down, dug up by Tech, and it's returned on the third hit. Wasn't very organized, but they got it over. They set up McCarn once again. This is dug out by Burnside. It's returned, and it goes out of play. Mountain Home stops the run, and it's a two-point set now. Anna McCarn will serve now. Allie Lucas returns to the game. It is Mages, Harper, and Lucas up front. Jackson Rawls and Anna McCarn in the back row, as this is just past the end line. So it's a service error for Mountain Home and a point for Greene County Tech. Addison Martz will come back in. She will replace Anna McCarn. Mages, this side to Dalen Harper. Punches this one, goes just past the end line. 7-3 now our score. Coach Jill Daves looking on, assisted by Mike Daves and Shelby Henry. They sent the rest of the staff home with the junior high team as this just, it looked like it caught just inside of the line. And it's going to be a point for Greene County Tech. So the line judge wasn't even on the line to judge it properly. So it was a ball that it hit in play, but nothing we can do about it now. It's over. As this is another point for Greene County Tech. It is 9-3 now here in set one. Jill Daves wants a timeout. Try to cool things off here in set two. Again, this is a brand new conference for Mountain Home. Well, I say brand new. It's new to a lot of you at home. The Lady Bombers' last two cycles, each cycle is 2 years. They have been out west. They've been playing the likes of Greenwood, Van Buren, Alma, and Russellville. Now they're back in the East. More familiar opponents that they've seen, at least at the junior high level. It is a conference that contains Mountain Home, Greene County Tech, West Memphis, Batesville, Marion, Nettleton, Valley View, and Jonesboro. Valley View that is in Jonesboro, and along with Paragould and Searcy. Other games going on tonight. Searcy is out of conference play. They are at Harding Academy tonight as a 9-team conference. Valley View's at Paragould. Nettleton is entertaining Marion. That one's about over. And West Memphis is at Batesville tonight. So Lady Bombers have dug themselves a hole here in the second set. See if they can dig out of it. Serve is away. Jackson gives it back to Allie Lucas. The hard-hitting Allie Lucas. It's a point for Mountain Home. Michaela Magis will serve now. This point in the rotation, it is Harper, Jackson, and Lucas up front with Martz, Rawls, and Magis in the back row. This one is out of, they're going to say it was in, and it's a point for Greene County Tech. A lot of Lady Bombers thought it was out, but a line judge and the official right in front of it saw otherwise. So the first one to double digits here in set two is Greene County Tech. This one's away. Addison Martz digs this one out. May just gives it back to Dalen Harper. Hits it to the middle of the back row. They come back this way as it's a point for Mountain Home. They're going to say that Avery Swindle on the hit on the downswing hit the net. It's a point for Mountain Home. 10-5 our score. I believe Swindle is the captain on the floor, so she could have asked the official about that one, but she was the one that, on the downswing, she did hit the net, so ball goes back to Mountain Home. 10-5 our score. Good serve by Drury. This will be an ace for the Lady Bombers. She will serve once again. Drury pushes this one away. Good serve to the libero of the Lady Eagles. This is dug out as Drury and Martz collide. They pop back up as this one is dug out. Three diving Lady Eagles go to the floor as this is set up for Allie Lucas, and it's tipped, and it is in, and a point for Mountain Home. So Mountain Home trying to claw back in this one. It was 10-3. Now Mountain Home's thrown a run at him. It's 10-7 now. Carly Drury to serve now. Two-sport athlete. Also, softballs. This ace. This is another ace for Carly Drury. That one grazes the net. 10-8 now. See if she can keep the streak going. Another good serve to the right side of the back row. Tech will return it. A little bit of a change-up on the hit there. Lady Bombers were expecting something a little harder. But it was just lofted over, and they were out of position. So it's a point for Greene County Tech that stops a 5-0 run as Brooklyn Boulder, serves now back to Magis. They'll set up for Allie Lucas. Lucas just has to punch it back up on the quick reflexes, but it bounces in the middle of the front row for Mountain Home. 12-8 our score. Lodler's serve is away. It's a good serve. They give it back Allie Lucas. May just returns it on the first hit as that was the third hit, but Mountain Home cleared it back. Lucas punches it. Comes back immediately, blocked up front by Swindle as this hit is out of play, past the end line, and the lead is back down to 3. Addison Martz to serve now. This is dug out by the libero, Kaylee Biggs, and it's another point for the Lady Eagles. 13-9 now. Good serve by Biggs. Drury sends it to Jackson. They'll load it up. Looked like they were going to go to McCarn, but Crooker punched that one back. Jackson back to Mages. Now they'll set up Crooker again. Goes right to the hands of Boulder as a good hit up front as Maya Butler crushes that one home. And it's 14-9, and Mountain Home will use their second and final timeout of the second set in this one. So the next broadcast of Bomber Athletics will be back home in the hangar. The Lady Bombers will welcome West Memphis to town. Again, there's a poll if you're a student that's listening on the Bomber Boom Squad Instagram, put up by our Boom Squad Brain Trust to decide what the theme should be, if it should be Fraternity Night or Adam Sandler Night. So be sure to go vote in that. Vote for your favorite theme, and it could be the theme that they use for the Boom Squad on Thursday. Other Spirit Days coming up. It is Beat Harrison Week, one of the favorite weeks of the year. Tomorrow it's Jersey Day. Wear your favorite jersey. The theme name is Beat the Goblins in all jerseys. I believe it's something close to that. So wear a jersey Thursday, wear your sunglasses, and then Friday just wear some Bomber attire or a Beat Harrison shirt, or the few that I've seen, the Beat West Belfont shirts. Seen a bunch of those floating around. Tobias Pugsley had one on at the end of the broadcast the other night. As this one is away. Drury to Jackson. They'll set it up for McCarn. Mountain Home out of timeouts as this is punched back by Maya Butler to the weak side of the defense of Mountain Home. And it's 15-9 Lady Eagles. This serve is away. Punched high in the air. They will come back this way to Ring as this is in play, and a point for Greene County Tech. 16-9 our score now. Drury digs this out. Jackson back to McCarn, and it's a kill for Mountain Home, so they stop the run, and they enter double digits now. 16-10 our score now. Parrot Jackson will serve. Jackson's serve is away. They will come back to this side as it won't clear the net. It's a point for Mountain Home. 16-11 Lady Eagles. Jackson's serve is away. Right square to the back row. It's an ace for Mountain Home. And the lead's down to 4. (16-12) our score. Jackson to serve. It is Drury, Jackson, and Martz in the back row. Magus, McCarn, and Aniston Crooker up front. This is another good serve from Jackson. They'll set it back to the middle, as that is a hard hit from Kinley Ring in the middle. 17-12 now. Serving now Westland Burnside. This has been a big thing for the Lady Bombers. One thing that just It really troubled them last year. They were 1-12 on the road last year. Trying to turn things around on the road as this grazes the net. It's launched over. Greene County Tech will return it. Drury to Crooker. This one stays in play. They return it back to the middle. Butler tapped it back. Returned by McCarn. Back to Butler. They tried to sneak this one in just in the corner. It comes back to Mountain Home. They'll set up Magus as this is hit out of play. 18-12 now. The Lady Bombers were darn near unbeatable at home last year, only dropping one match. But they were 1 for 12 on the road, so that is something they'll need to improve on this year if they want to go back to the 5A state tournament. McCarn hits this one over, dug up by the libero, but nobody else can get to it. 18-13 now. Mountain Home will serve. Lauren Rawls will come back in, along with Carly Drury. Carly Drury will exit the game. Dalen Harper and Lauren Rawls will come in now, replacing Carly Drury and Aniston Crooker. Rawls will serve now. 18-13. It will come back to this side as it is just inside the sideline. 19-13, another kill for Kinley Ring. Ava Williams will serve now for Greene County Tech. March to Michaela Magus to Harper. Blocked in the front row. Nobody was there to cover it. Nobody covered the block, and the first team to 20 is Greene County Tech. Williams will serve now. Rawls digs it out to Magus, back to McCarn, and it's a kill for Mountain Home and a point. 20-14 now. Anna McCarn will serve now. Glad you're here with us on the Bomber Sports Network or at mhbombersports.com or the Mountain Home Athletics app, as this is blocked, but it didn't stay in play, and it's 21-17. Lady Eagles up a touchdown now. Rawls will give this to Magus. Back to Allie Lucas. As Rawls dug it out, Magus kind of just hooks it over. It's returned by Tech on the second hit. They set up Dalen Harper as this is just past the end line. 22-14. Greene County Tech 3 points away from tying this match up. Magus back to Martz. Martz clears it over the net. Jackson back to Harper as Harper hits it just past the end line. A lot of errors on Mountain Home. Balls that are they're just not falling in play. They're ever so close. As it's 23-14, I'll bet they've had 5 or 6 points like that where it's been a well-placed ball, but it'll be just past the end line. As that is a line violation, as it is set point for Greene County Tech. 24-14 our score. Set point number 1. This one's on its way. Rawls digs it out. Magus. They'll set up Allie Lucas, and it won't clear the net. That'll do it for set number 2. So the second set goes the way of the home team. So Mountain Home won the first set 25-17, and then Greene County Tech came back with a vengeance, 25-14. We will need at least 4 sets to decide this one tonight in beautiful Paragould, Arkansas, in the Flatlands. I'd like to thank Coach Aaron Thornton, the athletic director here at Greene County Tech, allowing us to broadcast here, providing us with anything that we really needed. Other scheduling notes tonight in 5A East play. West Memphis is at Batesville. Nettleton is entertaining Marion. The first set of that was 25-6 and then 25-8. Valley View is at Paragould tonight, just down the road from here, probably 3-4 minutes away, maybe a little longer than that. And Searcy is out of conference play as they are at Harding Academy, the big crosstown rivalry. Other recaps of scores from tonight. The 7th grade tied. They only played 2 sets. They couldn't find time for a third one, I guess. It was 25-17, and then Lady Bombers came back. I believe it was 25-21. So that one just ends in a tie. Junior high, junior varsity lost 2-0. Then the junior high varsity, they came back. They were down 1-0. The first set was not just particularly close, 25 to, I believe, 14 or 15. And then they came back and won the next 2 sets. They followed that with the junior varsity match. There was only 1 set played. Lady Bombers lost that one. So Mountain Home trying to finish the night 2-2-1 in matches played. Upcoming games for the Lady Bombers, you can catch them back in the hangar as they're still in 5A East play as they will take on the West Memphis Blue Devils. Next week, they will have 1 game next week, only one. They're off on Thursday, but they will play on Tuesday at Batesville. Then the following week, it's a big week for the Lady Bombers as they will welcome the Brooklyn Bearcats, one of the best teams in the state of Arkansas, to the hangar. Monday, September 16th, the following night, they will hit the road to take on another really good team, a team that they think they can win the 5A East, and they have the absolute talent to do it, the Valley View Blazers. And then they will head to Searcy High School on Thursday to the beautiful Lion Arena there. Listen, you're going to be very, very impressed with that facility if you tune in on the Bomber Sports Network. For that one, you catch all the road matches on here and the Mountain Home Athletics app and MHBombersports.com. Coach Kyle McCarn walking by. Superintendent of Iowa School District here in attendance tonight. All kinds of familiar faces. The Jacksons are here. The Rawlses are here. All kinds of folks here from Mountain Home. The crowd is thinned a little bit. A lot of the junior high crowd left. Drury clan's still here. Kurt looks like he's going to head to get another snack behind us. I think Kurt's going to go clean out some more barbecue nachos in the concession stand. And get some more crumble cookies, baby, yeah. So they're going to get everything that they can out of that one. Late night here on the Plains here in Northeast Arkansas. Glad you're here with us to watch it. And the next broadcast of Bomber Athletics will be on Thursday as Mountain Home will be receiving. Greene County Tech will serve. So the starting 6 for Mountain Home will be McCarn, Aniston Crooker, Kate Jackson. There's a lift violation. Kayla Mages, Addison Marks, and Carly Drury, the back row for Mountain Home. So the first point of the set goes the way of Greene County Tech. This is their libero, Kaylee Biggs serving. Goes down to Drury, back to McCarn. McCarn hook shots it over. It's blocked, so Mountain Home can return. This is skied high in the air, but returned by Mages. To the near side, Aniston Crooker punches this one home, and it's 1-1. Another kill for Aniston Crooker. Kara Jackson will serve now for the Lady Bombers of Mountain Home. Again, they play best of 5 here. We will need at least 4 tonight to decide the winner of this one. Jackson is away. This one goes to the back row of Biggs as this is knocked out of play. Hit out by Kinley Ring. And it's 2-1 Mountain Home. Good serve from Jackson. To the right side of the back row. They come back this way. Jackson to Magis to Aniston Crooker, and it's a good hit by Crooker. It was blocked, but they didn't have a good angle on it, and it bounces straight down. That's another point for Mountain Home. 3-1 our score here in set number 3. Kara Jackson will serve now for the Lady Bombers. Jackson's serve is good serve, goes to the back row again, the middle of the back row. Martz to Jackson. It will give it to Magis. Magis sets up Aniston Crooker. Goes to the right of the blocking pair up front. As it's a hook shot. It didn't clear the net by Magis. And it's 3-2 now. Westland Burnside will serve now. Aniston Crooker pushes that one over. It's dug out by Tech. It's returned on the second hit. Jackson sets up McCarn. Loaded up like she was going to hit, but she just bats it over. As good misdirection as Butler punches this one home, and we're tied at 3. So that name Burnside might sound familiar to you. Westland's older sister, Brooklyn Burnside, was a Lady Razorback softball player. She's still the all-time home run leader for the Lady Razorbacks. As McCarn just gets this one in next to the sideline, and it's a kill and a point for Mountain Home. Westland very athletic in her own right. She is a senior this year. One of 6 seniors for the Lady Eagles. As this serve by Rawls is an ace, and it's a 2-point lead for Mountain Home. Rawls, a 3-sport athlete in her own right. Member of the Lady Bombers soccer and basketball teams. As this one is short, it is a point as this was served into the net. It's a point for the Lady Eagles. Eva Williams will enter the game to serve now for Greene County Tech. This serve is away. Jackson and Martz collide. It's cleared on the first hit. They come back this way. Butler launches over the net. Magis over to McCarn as this is over and punched away out of play. Point for Mountain Home. Anna McCarn will serve now. McCarn serve away in her bright pink sneakers. Good dig by McCarn. This is return. It got so much on it that it went over the net. They'll set up Allie Lucas as this hit from Lucas is over the outstretched hands of Greene County Tech, but also out of play. Another point for the Lady Eagles. Maya Butler to serve now. Magis back to Martz. The third hit. It will come back to the near side, just inside the sideline, and we're knotted up at 6. Magis back to Martz. She hits it over on the third hit. It will come back to Burnside on the far side. Jackson launches this over, grazes the net on its way. Burnside again. Now to Jackson. They'll set up Dalen Harper. A little misdirection. They're able to dig it out, and we have an injured Lady Bomber. And we're going to take a short little break here on the Bomber Sports Network. Back here in Paragould, the injured Lady Bomber was Dalen Harper. Training staff here at Greene County Tech, along with Russ Rawls, who's in attendance tonight, both taking a look at her right now at the end of the Lady Bomber bench. I did help her up. It is still 6-6. Aspen Vostatek will come into her spot as they're going to take her back to the tunnel, get Dalen Harper looked at. 7-6 our score. Favor of Greene County Tech. They will set up Vostatek on the near side. It's launched over the net. As this can't be dug out by Martz. 8-6 our score. So now it's another run for the Lady Eagles as Jill Daves will call timeout. Her first of the set. She will have one remaining. You know, the big events going on this week. Lady Bombers will be back home in the hangar on Thursday, taking on West Memphis. They were taking a look at, right below our vantage point here is the near tunnel where Mountain Home's locker room is located. They took a look at Dalen Harper. She's back on the floor. Looked like just a rolled ankle. She might have landed a little wrong, but she is back out there. And it looks like she may try to come back in at the first opportunity. See how that looks as Russ Rawls is going to head back up to the bleachers. Always helps to have a doctor in the house. You never know. So that's the first time out of the set. 8-6 our score. Greene County Tech will serve. So Harper's back on the bench. Don't know when and if she will return as Murray just clears this one over the net. It's a point for Mountain Home. Kayla Magis will serve. 8-7 our score and set number 3. This will come back. Burnside knocks it over. Line it up for Jackson. Dug out by Lucas on the return, and 4 hits is called against Mountain Home. As Kara Jackson, the captain on the floors, pleading her case with the official. She's having none of it, so it's a point for Greene County Tech. Score should be 9-7. The scoreboard in here has 8-8. Should be 9-7. As there'll be a replay, they're having some confusion on the score, so they've corrected it in the arena. It's now 9-7. They're trying to figure out if Tech was trying to serve, as this is blocked. Burnside on the block. And Tech is the first one to double digits. As Olivia McLean send this one back. Magis lines it up for Aspen Vostatek, fresh into the game. They'll come back this way. Vostatek digs it out. Magis sends it back to Martz, who sends it over on the third hit. It will come back. Good placement on the hit by Westland Burnside. Another kill for Burnside. And it's 11-7 now. Six on the floor for Mountain Home, Aspen Vostatek. Michaela Magis, Allie Lucas. In the front row, the back row is Kara Jackson, Lauren Rawls, and Addison Martz, the libero. In the off-color jersey. Line it up for Jackson. The pursuit of the ball by Tech. They will come back to the far side. Brooklyn Boulder, and it's another point for Greene County Tech. 12-7 our score. Mountain Home with only one timeout remaining here in the third set. $12-7 our score. If you look on your screen, those are the That's the running line score of tonight's game. Two very lopsided sets to start this one. Boston Tech launches this one over to the left side. It will come back, high arcing ball dug out by Vosta Tech. Magus launches this one over. It will come back and load it up for Butler as it's blocked, but it goes out of play. Another point for the Lady Eagles, 13-7 now. Olivia McLean will serve now. Here it comes, Rawls to Magus, to the middle alley, Lucas. Right ahead to her right, good placement on the hit as nobody was there to get it after the first hit. And Mountain Home has cut the lead to 5. Aniston Crooker back into the game for Mountain Home. Carly Drury back to serve. It is Crooker, Jackson, and Lucas up front. Magus, Drury, and Martz make up the back row for Mountain Home. Good serve by Drury as this is close to an ace. It looked like that was McLean that was over the line. It was awful close, but nonetheless, it's a point for Greene County Tech. This was hit out of play. And Kinley Ring will come back into the front row for Greene County Tech. Brooklyn Boulder. Bowdler will serve. This one's on the way, dug out by Magus. Jackson lines it up for Lucas. Good misdirection. It might have got tipped in the front row, but it bounces in play. And it's a point for Mountain Home. Addison Martz to serve now. This is away as McCarn was there to block it, goes over the net. Very softly, they line up McCarn. This is punched straight in the air. We'll come back this way, it's blocked, but it's out of play along the sideline. 15-9 our score now. The senior libero for Greene County Tech, Kaylee Biggs, will serve now. Jackson back to Crooker. Hits this one. High in the air, Magus will launch it back over. They will come to the near side as they can't get it over. It's a point for Mountain Home. Now Mountain Home has entered double digits. Jackson to serve now. Jackson, Martz, and Drury the back row. Crooker, McCarn, and Magus make up the front row. This is blocked in the front by McCarn, and Crooker had her back turned trying to go in pursuit of the ball. But it hit her right in her hands while she was turned around, and it ends up being a point for Greene County Tech. Martz hits this one, it just wide of the sideline. 17-7 now as Jill Davis will use her final timeout of the set. Her second and final. See if we can't get some scores here for you. But other games in progress tonight in the 5A East. West Memphis is at Batesville tonight. That should be a good matchup. Marion at Nettleton this evening. Marion, another team that can make some noise in 5A along with the 5A East. Valley View's at Paragould, two good teams. Curious to see how that one goes. That's in Mountain Home's only conference game so far. And Searcy steps out of conference play as they are at Harding Academy. And a score just in. Marion's defeated Nettleton 3-0. So Marion moves to 2-0 in the conference. So far, the only score submitted into what used to be SB Live. It is now SI.com, powered by SB Live. Your home for Arkansas High School athletics. Marion victorious tonight, 3-0. Mountain Home out of the timeout will be Drury, Martz, and Jackson. McCarn punches this one, dug out by Tech. Crooker, McCarn, and Magus up front for Mountain Home. Jackson sets up for McCarn as it's hit over by Crooker, but behind her. 18-10 your score now. Good serve, comes back. McCarn hits it over. It's blocked up front, but it bounces straight down. Another point for Mountain Home. We'll see if we can't see a Valley View Paragold score. See if I can't do some digging there. As this is returned by McCarn. It's punched over. Dug out by Mountain Home. As Martz can't get to this one. 19-11. Valley View up 2-0 currently over Paragold. Now both sets were won 25-23. Those games at Paragold at Doc Painter's Court, just down the road from here. Hard hit from Butler. It's knocked out of play past the end line. A point for Mountain Home. Lead is trimmed to 7. 19-12 our score. McCarn will serve now. Lucas, Vostatek, and Magus up front. Jackson, Rawls, and McCarn essentially the back row. As it was blocked up front, but hit right back and went straight down. And Tech's the first one to 20. Maya Butler will serve now. Jackson to Magus. Magus sets up Vostatek, who's in replacing the injured Dalen Harper currently. Magus back to Lucas as this one hits the antenna on the return. It's a point for Mountain Home. (20-13) our score now. Magus will serve. It's her, Lauren Rawls, and Addison Martz in the back row. The front row of Vostatek, Lucas, and Jackson. This one's blocked, but hits off the hand of Vostatek and out of play. Bates on the kill. 21-13 now. Mountain Home trying to avoid going down 2-1 here at Greene County Tech. This one's away. Martz to Magus, loads it up for Allie Lucas. As this is punched right straight down by Westland Burnside. It's a kill for Burnside and a point for the Lady Eagles. 22-13 now. This is only Greene County Tech's third match of the year. Lucas clears the net. Dug out by Tech. Comes back this way to Burnside. Just lofts it over. Vostatek to Jackson, but they can't get it over. 23-13 now. Greene County Tech had a scrimmage against Harrisburg. They won that one in 5 sets. They went on the road to win, won that one in 5 sets, and they were swept in straight sets by Marion. With that last point, it is set point for Greene County Tech. Trying to go up 2-1 on the Lady Bombers. Magus back to Martz over on the third hit. It comes back this way as it's out of play and a point for Mountain Home. They stave off the end of this second set. Carly Drury and Aniston Crooker will come in now. Crooker to the front row, Drury to serve. It is Crooker, Jackson, and Lucas up front. Magus, Martz, and Drury make up the back row for Mountain Home. Martz to Jackson. They'll load it up for Lucas. She'll try to go just to the edge of the end line. This one stays in, and a point for Mountain Home. Carly Drury will serve again. 24-15. This one's away. Punched back by Bodler. Magus to Jackson, loads up to Allie Lucas, and good pancake by the libero of Greene County Tech. Lucas will try once again, aiming for the back line. She gets it in, and it's a point for Mountain Home. 24-16 now. Mountain Home trying to avoid going down 2-1. Drury's serve just grazes the net. Drury to Jackson, back to Allie Lucas. Trying to go for the same spot she's attacked the last 2 points. Martz to Jackson, now to Allie Lucas once again. Burnside pushes this one back on the first hit as it's right toward the official stand. Hits the official stand, but it's a point for Greene County Tech. And that will do it for set number 3, as Greene County Tech will take a 2-1 lead. Well, Mountain Home will look to extend this one to a 5th set. Glad you're here with us tonight on the Bomber Sports Network. The first road trip of the season for the Lady Bombers. The first regular season, they had a trip down to Conway to start the year in a jamboree as a lot of the crowd started to file out. It's a late night here, approaching 9 o'clock local time down here on the plains. As we're ready to get rolling here in the 4th set, as Mallory Drury's here, about fell up the stairs. It's here to tennis tonight, Williams Baptist softball player. Allegedly very coordinated, as thankfully she didn't spill her 7 brew. Kurtz checked her out. We're ready to get rolling here, set number 4. A very raucous environment, as my watch has gone off, saying that the current sound level here is very dangerous for extended periods of time. Mountain Home will be back in the hangar on Thursday. They will welcome the West Memphis Blue Devils to town. Action will begin, I believe that starts at 4 p.m. I might be slightly incorrect. I thought today's stuff started at 4 p.m. I was also incorrect to that. It says we will begin at 4 p.m. We will have all 4 games inside the hangar. It'll be 2 ninth grade games, as Mountain Home will play West Memphis West and Wonder. And then the junior varsity contest against West Memphis High School. And then the varsity game. So Mountain Home trying to avoid a 4-set loss tonight. Trying to set this one to a 5th set. And after Thursday, Mountain Home will hit the road once again to take on the Batesville Pioneers at the Pioneer Den, the stomping grounds of one Josh Fulcher. Of course, he went to Court Charlotte, which is now part of Batesville. Tells you how old he is. That's went to a school that no longer exists. Ready to get rolling here in Paragould once again. Beautiful campus of Greene County Tech High School. As we are at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. Mountain Home will serve, they should be serving. Tech serve to start set 3, should be Mountain Home serving to start set 4. The 6 on the floor to start out will be Anna McCarn, Michaela Magus, Aniston Crooker up front. Kara Jackson, Addison Martz, and Carly Drury up front. Jackson will serve to start off the 4th set. Mountain Home will try to send it to a 5th set. Jackson serves on the way. They will line it up for Burnside, and it's tipped, and a point for Greene County Tech. Westland Burnside to serve now. As Mike Daves still taking a look at Dalen Harper, see if she can't do something with that ankle, and Anna McCarn in the middle front row punches this one. Good kill by her, and it's 1-1. Aspen Vostatek and Lauren Rawls will come into the game now. Rawls will replace Crooker, and Vostatek will replace Carly Drury. Rawls will serve now. It is McCarn, Magis, and Vostatek up front. Martz Jackson and Lauren Rawls in the back. They will load up to this side to ring as this one's out of play. A point for Mountain Home. Rawls will serve once again. This is the first lead Mountain Home has had since it was 11-10. Or excuse me, I read that wrong. Since it was 5-4 in the third set. Good block in the front row to keep this one in play, but Mountain Home can go no further. It is 2-2 now. Greene County Tech will serve.
Now taking it to the lady goes number 1, Eva Williams.
Shout out to Dell Leonard. Happy birthday to the GOAT, by the way. I don't want to say his age because I don't want to say the wrong number because he's watching. Good win for the Bomber golf team. Made the big road trip to Melbourne to Cooper's Hawk. As Brooklyn Bowdler sends this one. In play, it is 3-2 now, and set number 4. Glad you're here with us on the Bomber Sports Network on YouTube or the Mountain Home Athletics app or MHBombersports.com. Your home for Bomber Athletics. As Magis pushes this one, nobody was there, and it's a point for the Lady Bombers. Anna McCarn, the 6'4" outside hitter, the basketball commit to Lindenwood, will serve now. Be back in the friendly confines on Thursday to welcome the West Memphis Blue Devils. As this is a big-time kill up front by Ava Bates. This is a deadly front row by Greene County Tech. So Mountain Home will complete the 2-game streak of playing teams in Paragould. They had the Lady Rams that they swept in straight sets last Thursday. Closed off a full week where they did not drop a set. Lady Goblins came to the hangar to open the season and lost 3-0 as this one's out of the reach of Addison Martz. And it's 5-3. Maya Butler serving now. It will serve to the left side of the back row to Aspen Vostatek. Little misdirection. They will come back this way on the third hit. One up for Allie Lucas. Just grazes the net and falls in for a point for Mountain Home. Superintendent Miss Allison Dewey tuning in tonight from the comfort of her own home. Shout out to her as this serve by Magis is out of play past the end line. 6-4. Six to 4 now, as we have only one final score out east so far. This is sent over by Vostatek. We'll continue that thought in a moment. Comes back this way. Hard hit from Bowdler as a whistle and they're going to call 4 hits. So the Lady Patriots of Marion High School victorious tonight over the Raiders of Nettleton. They moved to 2-0 in the East. This is Vostatek in the spot of Dalen Harper. after she rolled her ankle earlier. Another point for Greene County Tech, 7-4 now. Valley View at last check was up 2-0 on Paragould. Paragould in danger of falling to 0-2 in the East after getting swept by us in the hangar the other night. It will come back to the far side to Bowdler as this is tipped in the front row. Goes out of play, but it was tipped, and it's 9-4 now as Jill Daves will call timeout. Other games in action tonight, West Memphis and Batesville. I'm sure that one was a slobber knocker. Over in the stomping grounds, Josh Fulcher. Marion victorious 3-0 over Nettleton. Valley View at Paragould, Doc Painter's court. Last check was 2-0 there. And Searcy stepping out of conference play. They're the odd man out here in conference play with a 9-team conference. They are at Harding Academy. Big inner city matchup. Wonder if that's a reoccurring rivalry, if there's a trophy or a belt or some form of banner that they're playing for there. Speaking of trophy games, Bomber football team 1-0 so far in their trophy games this year. Well, the only trophy game that they have so far, as they are the Battle of the Border champions. 9-4 here at Greene County Tech. A very scrappy and very good front row by Tech as this is hit over by Kara Jackson. Stops the bleeding. It is 9-5 now. Carly Drury will come back in to serve. Aniston Crooker returns for Mountain Home. Two sophomores up front along with Kara Jackson. There's Allie Lucas and Aniston Crooker. Kayla Magis, Carly Drury, and Addison Martz in the back row for Mountain Home. As it's blocked in the front row, but blocked straight down. As Greene County Tech is the first one to 10 points in set number 4. With a 2-1 lead now. This one's away. May just digs it out. Comes back to Crooker. Crooker, and it's a kill for Mountain Home. In between the set of blocking hands up front for Tech and about straight down. It's a point for Mountain Home. Lead is down to 4. Lady Bombers just trying to find a way to send this one to a 5th set. In front of a raucous crowd here in Greene County Tech. They will come back this way. Hard hit up front, and it's a point for Avery Swindle. Unlike the folks about an hour and a half west of Mountain Home, Green Forest, Greene County Tech is actually green. Greenbrier is blue and Green Forest is red, so that could be very confusing to some of you at home. May just now aiming for the end line. This one stays in and a point for Mountain Home. Kara Jackson will serve now. It is Magis, McCarn, and Crooker up front. Drury, Martz, and Jackson make up the back row for Mountain Home. The line judge on the near side finally in position for once. As this is an ace for Mountain Home for Kara Jackson. The last in a long line of volleyball playing Jacksons. Older sister Kate and older sister Leah, also volleyball players. Another ace for Kara Jackson, and it's 9-11. Lead is trimmed down to 2 here in set 4. This is a good serve by Jackson. Goes to the libero of Tech. Punch down by Butler. 2 Lady Eagles collide. They get back up. Blocked by McCarn in the front row. Crooker finally able to get it across to Magis, but she was out of position. It wasn't just a well-placed ball. It's a point for Greene County Tech. Ava Bates back into the game. Westland Burnside to serve for the Golden Eagles. This is to McCarn. It will come back to the near side. Just lofted over. Mages sends it back, tried to get to the far side or the near side corner. Dug out by Martz, and it went to McCarn and took a funky bounce, and it's 13-9. Burnside serve on the way. Goes to Martz, the libero of the Lady Bombers. They set up McCarn in the front row, but nobody covered the block, or covered behind McCarn, and it was blocked straight down. 14-9 our score now. Mountain Home with one timeout remaining in this fourth set. This one's away. Jackson to Mages, lines it up for McCarn, as this is a point and a kill for Mountain Home as they enter double digits. Lauren Rawls will come in, replacing Aniston Crooker. Dalen Harper comes back in now. I think they got her checked out. They added another layer or two of tape on that left ankle. Looks like she's wearing a football spat, as they have taped over the shoe. As this is blocked by Harper, punches it back over. Back to McCarn as they aim for the back line, and it stays in. A 3-point lead now for Greene County Tech. The Rail Rumblers have gone silent in this one. Lauren Rawls will serve now. It's Jackson, Rawls, and Martz in the back row. Dalen Harper back into the game from her rolled ankle, along with Anna McCarn and Michaela Mages up front. Rawls to Mages, launches it over, tipped in the front row by Butler. He'll come back. Good hit, dug out by Martz. Diving effort by her, as Rawls will have to get it over on the third hit. This is set up, and it just falls. Miscommunication there, and the lead is trimmed down to 2. A trio of 6-footers up front for Mountain Home, headlined by the 6'4" middle to outside hitter Anna McCarns, committed to play basketball at Lindenwood. As it comes back this way, this one's out of play. Hold everything, folks. It's a 1-point lead for Greene County Tech, as Tech will call timeout. It's their first timeout of the fourth set. Lady Bombers making a run here. Glad you're here with us tonight here on the plains of Greene County Tech. The Lady Bombers in action, their second 5A East Conference contest. They will be welcoming West Memphis to the hangar on Thursday. They will hit the road against Batesville the following Tuesday. You can catch that one on the Bomber Sports Network, joining moi. They will be off on that Thursday. They're the odd man out in the conference. Then they will have a very rugged week, as they will welcome the Brooklyn Bearcats to the hangar on that Monday. They will hit the road to Valley View the next night, and then 2 nights later they will head to Searcy for a little action with the Lions in the beautiful new Lions Den, the Lion Arena that hosted the 5A state tournament for volleyball and basketball. I got to tell you, I've been to Lake Hamilton, I've been to Van Buren, I've been to a lot of the newer arenas in Arkansas. I mean, Searcy's as good as anybody. That's a wonderful facility, well run. As is lined up by Butler, dug out by Rawls, back by Jackson. Lady Bombers are able to clear it back over the net. They will line up to this side as they can't get this one out of the ground. And it's 15-13 now. The folks over at Marion tuned in now. Got to our viewers all over the state. We got you covered east to west as McCarn punches this one back home. As this one falls in, it's a point for Mountain Home. So far, I've gotten texts from folks in Bella Vista, over in Marion, Jonesboro. Have 1 or 2 tuned in from Conway. And the potentially hundreds of thousands of you watching back home in Mountain Home. We thank you for tuning in. This is dug out by McCarn, back to Mages. Lucas has to hit it over her head. 15-14. It will come back this way. Back to McCarn. Jackson pushes it over on the second hit. They'll load it back for Burnside as this one will fall in. It's 4 hits, and we're tied at 15. Anna McCarn to serve now. Good serve by McCarn. This is returned on the second hit. Jackson for Allie Lucas, as this one will fall in and the Lady Bombers regain the lead. It's 16-15. McCarn to serve again. First lead since it was 3-2 here in set 4. Good serve by McCarn. They'll come back this way as this is punched straight in the air by Jackson. Magus now to Dalen Harper as this one is in. It looked like it was out, but it must have grazed the sideline as the line judge on the far side, as noted by pointing the red flag that she has. So now Mountain Home with some breathing room here in set number 4. Their largest lead of the set. McCarn's serve is on the way. Dug out by the libero, Kaylee Biggs. It will come back this way as it's blocked, but it was straight down. Lucas wasn't close enough to the net. It bounced straight down, and now it's a 1-point lead for the visitors this evening. Tech will serve now. Butler to serve. Dug out by Rawls to Magus, now to Dalen Harper. Hard hit from Harper. Comes back this way as Martz digs this one out to Jackson. Behind her to Magus. Lofted very softly over, very aloof in the air. Jackson loads up for Harper as Harper, this one would have been out of bounds on the basketball court. And now we're tied at 17. Butler will serve once again. Both teams with one timeout remaining in the set. They'll get 2 as Martz tried to hit this one over. It's a 3-0 run now for the home team. Crowd getting into this one now as Butler will serve once again. (18-17). Harper launches this one over. It will come back to, I believe that was Bowdler, as Harper lofts this one back over on the third hit. They will come back and load up for Bates. Back to Harper. They'll go to the well once again, but she couldn't clear the net. And it's a 4-0 run for Greene County Tech, and yep, Jill's going to take her final timeout. Coach Daves wants to stop the bleeding. It's a 4-0 run for the Lady Eagles. So again, other results tonight. Still don't know what happened between West Memphis and Batesville. Marion, victorious on the road at Nettleton Raider Arena. Very difficult place to play. Valley View was last check up 2-0 over the Rams of Paragould, Doc Painter's court. And Searcy at Harding Academy tonight. Not really too concerned about a score there because that's a non-conference game. Mountain Home will have their off date in the first half of conference next Thursday. But beforehand, they will welcome West Memphis to the hangar. And then on Tuesday, they will hit the road, make the short 90-minute drive to Batesville, take on the Pioneers. Back ready to go here. Maya Butler still serving for the Lady Eagles. Magus back to Harper. Harper launches this one over. This is blocked in the front row, and it goes just out of play on the sideline. And Greene County Tech is the first one to 20. So Mountain Home once held a 17-15 lead, unable to stop the current 5-0 run by the home team. Magus sets it up for Allie Lucas. They'll come back to the near side. This is Bates. Jackson now to Dalen Harper again as good block in the front row by Ava Bates and Avery Swindle. 21-17 now. Butler to serve once again. Yeah, they just can't get past this rotation right now. As Lucas was loading up, but Rawls called her off of it. As this one's out of play. An error for the Lady Eagles and a point for Mountain Home. Kaylee Biggs will come back into the game, the libero for the Lady Eagles. Magus will serve now. one of the 4 seniors for this Lady Bomber squad. This one's away, grazes the net. This is an ace, and a point for Mountain Home. 21-19 now in set 4. Mountain Home trying to avoid the 4-set loss and send this one to a 5th set. It is Lucas, Harper, and Jackson up front. Lauren Rawls, Addison Martz, and Michaela Magis in the back row. Another good serve by Magis as this one is lofted just over the net, and Rawls couldn't get there to dig it out, and it's 22-19 now. So Mountain Home is out of timeouts. This is a big matchup for Mountain Home. They kind of the consensus around the conference is, Marion and Valley View were, as this is an ace, they're both the top dogs in the conference. And then there's about 3 or 4 teams trying to fight to see who's in that 3rd and 4th spot. Both of these teams will have a lot to say about that run to the postseason. This is lined up for Harper. We have a 23-19 now. This will go to Bowdler. A lineup for Dalen Harper. He's got that ankle taped up now. Blocked in the front row, dug out by Jackson. Magis loads it up for Harper. As nobody was there, and now it's match point for Greene County Tech. Final score in, Valley View is victorious, 3-0. They've yet to drop a set. This is hit over by Harper. They'll come to this side to Burnside. Rawls to Magis, lined up for Allie Lucas, and it's a point for Greene County Tech, and that's it. It's all over here in Greene County Tech. The Lady Bombers are defeated 3-1 by the Lady Eagles. We thank you for tuning in this evening. Mountain Home Lady Bombers will be back in action at home. Join us in the hangar, won't you? As they will welcome the West Memphis Blue Devils. They'll be making the short drive over from the border of Tennessee. So again, final score, Lady Bombers lose this one 3-1. The next broadcast, Bomber Athletics, will be Friday as we will head to lovely West Bellefonte, Harrison, Arkansas, to take on the Harrison Goblins in the 78th edition of that rivalry. You can catch the big show, Brad and Tobias, on that one. So again, final score, Lady Bombers lose 3-1. I am Dylan Conley on behalf of the Mountain Home School District. We thank you for tuning in on the Bomber Sports Network, watching at MHBombersports.com, and watching on the Mountain Home Athletics app. We wish you a good evening from Paragould. The final score tonight, Greene County Tech victorious 3-1. Other matches tonight, Junior Varsity lost 1-0. Junior High Varsity, the lone winners tonight, won 2-1. Junior High JV lost 2-0, and the 7th grade match was a tie. So again, on behalf of the Mountain Home School District, I'm Dylan Conley, wishing you a good rest of your night.